I analyzed over 70 faceless YouTube niches to study their success and figure out why some faceless niches like this one, and this one make a lot of money, while other channels like these fail to even get off the ground. And I found that most successful niches follow very specific rules. Rules that I've also applied to this channel right here, which made me over $100,000 in 1 year. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Razvan Paraschiv. I've been running faceless YouTube channels for more than 5 years now, got millions of subscribers, made millions of dollars in AdSense revenue. And in this video, I'm going to reveal all of those rules to you. So rule number one that I've seen in every channel that makes money for years is that they are in evergreen niches. They do not rely on trends or viral moments, but they're built on topics people care about every single day for a very long period of time. So if you want to make money consistently, it's a given that your niche needs to be evergreen. And the nostalgia niche is the perfect example. I'm going to give you one niche as an example for each of those rules, so it's not only easy for you to follow, but also you have a visual representation of how this looks like in practice. So with nostalgia, think about it. People are always looking back, always romanticizing about the past. Whether it's old cars, vintage toys, or stories from the good old days, nostalgia never goes out of style. So I brought my laptop to take a look at the channel that I created called Vintage Vehicles, right? The nostalgia with this channel was that the most popular and all the topics really are about old stuff. Like for example, 10 rarest RVs and motorhomes of all time you have never seen, Clint Eastwood's car collection, Jay Leno's car collection, or car innovations from the past, right, that did not stand the test of time. And here's what's crazy, guys. Let me show you the behind the scenes of some of those videos. So this is the most popular one we've got, and it's 20 car innovations that did not stand the test of time. So it implies that it's old because it kind of vanished over time. This video got 1.5 million views, brought us only 4,000 subscribers, right? Which you can see subscribers don't equal money because this video made us over $19,377.44. One video alone, almost $20,000. And now in total, over the lifetime of the channel, it's brought in over $131,000 and as an enterprise value over $100,000 as well. And this is all in about 12 to 18 months now. Now, don't get me wrong, trending topics can make you quick money. Our community made hundreds of thousands of dollars, for example, when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. Remember that? Or during the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial. But if you want a channel that pays you for years, you need something people will always care about and that doesn't go out of style. And this is why evergreen niches are so powerful, because every week we see new sub-niches and new angles that pop up, and there is always room for more and there's always room for better. And the best part is you don't need to be an expert in every topic. You just need to be curious and willing to research. So I've seen channels in this space go from zero to thousands of dollars a month in just a couple of months simply by finding a unique angle to something that was already working. Hey guys, real quick, if you're someone who's serious about making money on YouTube, we have YouTube automation and faceless YouTube channels. So if you work a high-paying job and want to make more money on the side, or if you're a business owner and you're looking to diversify your streams of income, then go ahead and book a call for one-on-one coaching by clicking the link in the description. I've helped over 5,000 people just like you make more money on YouTube, and I'd love to see if I can help you do the same thing. So go ahead, click the link in the description, book a call, and I'd love to see you on the other side. If not, no issues, enjoy the free content. Now, the second rule is to pick a niche with a large total addressable market, or a large TAM, but basically a big audience. The car niche is the perfect example of this. There are dozens, if not hundreds, of successful car channels in our community alone, and they keep working in every sub-niche you can think about. Tommy is the perfect example. He's one of my youngest clients, but he's managed to start and scale his first car channel to $5,500 per month when I recorded this interview with him, and since then, he started multiple channels reaching over $15,000 in a single month. So with cars, you can talk about car collections, maintenance tips, car history, or even just tell stories about famous cars. But here's the catch. If the market is big, most likely so is the competitions, because the best channels are the ones that go deep, not wide. So pick a specific topic and become the go-to channel for that audience. There's a quote that I really like from Peter Thiel in his book 0 to 1 saying that all happy companies have no competition. How could that be, right? Everybody's in the same space. Well, the same applies to YouTube. All happy, faceless YouTube channels have no competition because they go niche enough. They find an angle that is their own, they create this category of one, and they dominate. You see, a lot of people get stuck trying to cover everything, so don't do that. Just pick a lane and own it, and don't be afraid to pivot if you find a better angle later on. Now for rule number 3, we're looking at high-paying niches, but you need to know about RPM first, because this is basically how much you get paid per 1,000 views, and is the metric that we use to measure YouTube's success, right? Financial success at least. And in 2026, the average RPM on YouTube is $5 to $6, but in the finance niche, for example, it can be $10, $12, $15, even $30. So finance is a double-edged sword, so you ought to be careful because the money is great, but the audience is smaller and more competitive. So you need to be creative and a little bit innovative to stand out. Now, I want to show you guys channels like Nick Invest, right? Because when it comes to finance and economy, I think this is kind of the go-to right now. Has been able to do very, very well in a very short period of time. I mean, they only started 6-7 months ago, as you can see. And they've gotten a total of over 13 million views, and I'm sure they're making a bunch of money as well. I mean, in the last 30 days, they've got 1 million views with an RPM of $11, which I would say it's a little bit conservative. I think it could be higher. They've made about $11,000. I would say it's higher, but even at $11,000, this is great. And an extra reason why I like this and this rule so much is because for the longest time ever, it was actually this channel right here, John's Money Adventures, that was just dominating the niche. I mean, complete monopoly. Not a lot of people were starting because the production was very high. I'm not sure if the channel owner name is John, but John has been at it for more than 3 years. Got over 26 million views, so twice as many as Nick Invest, and I'm sure they've made millions and millions of dollars from this channel alone. And as you can see, they're really still crushing it right now. So we have new players entering the game like Nick Invest and making a bunch of money, but also channels like this one who have been at it for years and still making a bunch of money. But the other challenge in this niche is trust, because finance is a serious topic and viewers are quite skeptical. So you need to build credibility and provide real value, not just use AI to regurgitate some slop that everyone else is saying. Now, all of that said, finance is a niche that I would personally start in 2026, but I wouldn't just chase the money by copying what everyone else is already doing. I would add something different, slightly unique, and then I think if you do that, you might be able to build a channel that pays better than your job. We're going to move on to rule number 4, overlooked niches. You probably know by now that most people chase what's hot, right? But the real money is in the niches that the people actually ignore, like the animal niche right now, for example. For years, animal channels were seen as boring and saturated, and I was one of those people. I was one of the people that believed that, but recently, I think that has changed, and I think if you take action now, you are gonna be in the early. And if animals might sound a little bit boring and maybe not so sexy to you, let me show you 2 channels that I think you're gonna love. So the first one right here, it's called Bound, and they have just amazing quality, not only in the thumbnails, but also in the production of their videos. They're not posting quite as often, but still they have over 315,000 subscribers, and they've gotten over 6 million views in the last 3 months, which is over 1.7 almost in the last month alone. So they're making a bunch of money. And it's not only them, but this channel right here, which I don't know how to pronounce the name, so I'm not even gonna try, but similarly, they've just taken the same format from Bound, right, about these type of videos and why it sucks to be born as a certain animal, and they've literally done the same format, kind of copy and paste, and it has worked similarly well for them. They only have, again, 100,000 subscribers, but they've also gotten about 2.7 million views in the last 3 months, and I'm sure they're making thousands of dollars a month from AdSense revenue alone. Now, there are more formats, more topics, and more ways to stand out. You definitely don't need to be the first mover in this niche, you just need to be quick to spot the micro trends within the niche and then adapt. So the key is to be micro early, but not the first, right? Let the others fail, then move in and do it better. And the other advantage with animal content is that it's also evergreen, right? Which was rule number 1. People will always be interested in animals, and your videos will keep getting more views for years and years to come. So I think it's fair to say the animals niche is a great opportunity right now. Evergreen, big audience, and still overlooked. And now the final rule that I have observed by analyzing 70+ channels is you want to find unsexy, boring niches. And history is the perfect example of this. For years, Nobody wanted to start a history channel because it was expensive, it was slow, and not glamorous at all. But now with the new AI tools, research is cheap and the production is easier. And let me show you some channels here because I think it's not what you would expect. This is one of my favorite ones, so I'm a little bit biased, but it's called History Meets Finance, and they combine two of the most popular subjects in the world, I would say, right? History, which there's a lot of people interested in, and finance. And they're making videos at the intersection of those two topics. And as you can see, with only 132 videos, they have 134,000 subscribers. So that is 1,000 subscribers per video, which is very good. I think some of that it's shorts as well. Now, they've gotten lifetime just shy of 9 million views, which I'm sure they've made a bunch of money with. But recently, as you can see, their estimated monthly earnings are very low, under $1,000. It's not because this is not successful, but for some reason, which I honestly don't know, they haven't been posting. Like, they've posted 3 months ago, 4 months ago, and then a year ago. It's like, what is this? This is a great opportunity that maybe somebody watching this right now might step in and take it. And since we talked about evergreen, one of the rules, I have to show you this channel right here. It's called The People Profiles, and it's as evergreen as it gets because they make long-form documentaries about very important figures throughout history. And not only that, but they've been doing this for more than 4 years now, right? They're ultra successful. They're making more than $10,000 per month, as you can see, and they've been doing this for years and years, so the chances are it's probably going to continue. And now, quite the opposite of that, but still very successful, take a look at this. Pirate Times on TV, only 24,000 subscribers because they only started a year ago. And this is kind of the more sexy side, if you will, of history because they're making these animated videos about pirates. I'll let you scroll through it, you can take a look, but I just want to tell you, they're still making about $3,000 a month and their posting frequency, it's not so consistent, so there is still room for improvement. All three of these channels are all within the same unsexy history umbrella, but they have deepened their niche, they have sub-niched, making them really successful. And it's not only them, but two students of mine created a Faceless history channel together, and although they struggled and it was slow in the beginning, within the first year of posting, they were making $10,000 a month. And I recently touched base with them, and they have scaled up to $20,000 per month with the same history channel that they've been running for a few years now. So there is a bit of challenge here because history isn't trendy and it can feel slow to growth, but the content is evergreen, and once you build an audience, you can make money for years to come. So the payoff is worth it in my opinion because these history channels have some of the most loyal audiences on YouTube from what I have seen. So if you're interested in history in general or work in a related field, this is a great niche for you. Real quick, if you want to start an online business to build an additional stream of income on the side of your job or your existing business and would like to learn more about how you can do that with Faceless YouTube channels, just like hundreds of my other clients have done, I have a free training linked in the description that will show you how to do just that. So if you're interested, click the link below, and if not, no issues, enjoy the free content.